Welcome back to Steve's Guitar. This is a bit of Oasis, which is really just to demonstrate these slight chord variations. So I'm going to start with a G major. I'm going to put my little finger and my ring finger on those lower two strings in the second fret. So that's those two there. Then I'm going to put my middle finger and my ring finger up on these top two strings. So I'm in the third fret on the low E with my middle finger, and my index finger is in the second fret of the second string. Now, the trick with this is to leave those two fingers where they are. So I can now go to an A minor shape, which would be my middle finger, second fret of the third string, second fret of the second string. So I've now got a straight line. That makes this sound. Now if I take those off completely, but still retaining those two low ones down there, if I bring any finger up to the second fret on that third string, I've now got a D. And if I take it off and move up one string, I've got an A. So keeping those two on, bringing your middle finger onto the third string on the second fret, that creates an A. Well, actually it's not an A, it's a D, and it's a D sus2, but it should sound the same as that, which it does. So that's a nice little shortcut, especially if you're in that G major chord. Then I can just take that same middle finger, come up one string, so I'm now on the second string, sorry, the third string from the top, and I'm in the second fret, and that is an A sound. So the reason for those 4 variations is it allows you to play Wonderwall. So you start with your E minor shape, then go to your G major, then we come off and we form that D sus2, then move that finger up one string to get the A sound, and then back to the E minor. Put that together. Now that looks quite easy, doesn't it? The strumming is a bit of a bind. And again, as I always say, mute the strings. Have a little practice. Best way to do this is to listen to the song if you want to play this, and emulate what you hear, or as close as you can, because the chord change is not where you expect it to be. So just show you that. Now I'm changing chord, changing chord again, changing chord again. Good little practice, nice little set of chords. The fact that you just plant your fingers there and they live there now, you haven't got to move them, I think it's really handy, gives you an anchor, and you're only moving 2 fingers around. In some cases you're only making the chord with 1 finger. In fact, if you're really lazy, you can even make that E minor with 1 finger, but it doesn't sound quite the same. So there you go, there's a nice little cheat. I think this guitar might be a bit boomy for making these videos, so I'll go back to the 30-year-old area one, I think, in future. Anyway, that's it for now. See you all again soon.